Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3, hello everyone, this is MikeBot37, welcome back to the Phoenix Wright History Trilogy. So, I'm changing to, I've switched to OBS now instead of the Elgato capture software, because that has been causing a bit too much problems for me recently. So far OBS has not failed me at all, so I'm sure this will be much better than before. So yeah, we are now going to be continuing with Case 5. We are on to the trial ladder. We basically discovered that Emma could have been one to accidentally do the murder of Neil Marshall. And now we are going to be getting into the other part of the trial. So, that's not right, that is the script. So, this I don't know if this will be the last episode. This could very well be the finale. We'll see how it goes. So, yep. Not all day. Trial ladder. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. February 24th, 12:06, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Okay. Sorry, Edgeworth. Hang on. I need to turn down that a bit to advance on caught as much, and then yeah, that should be better. Okay. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later.
Oh no, he's leaving again. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again?
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here. She asked me to give this to you. There was a break in today's trial.
Evidence law? Everyone was talking about this just the other day. You must know the two rules of evidence law. Rule number 1: no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Rude.
Yeah. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
A message?
She said if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book.
Him? I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Evidence law, securely slipped into pocket.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, Detective.
Huh?
Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me.
Mr. Edgeworth.
The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma's guy found out she had really caused the man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You've got to be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman.
Huh?
She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Going back into court for what was probably going to be the last time.
February 24th, 12:52 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 9. What will now be convened for the trial of Miss Lana Skye? Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
The Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls for witness. But, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
struck a bargain? Huh? You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all four witnesses.
What? There's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Now, undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Unbelievable. Edward has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
And it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright, huh? You do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls. It's finally time to bring out the real murderer. Okay, so we're calling forth Damon Gant.
Take that!
Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything?
As a defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Call forth the Chief of Police. Oh, I guess I'm back here again. Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. Is that enough? So, you want to play hardball, eh?
Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting Chief of Police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto! What's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Alana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. So? Like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that the police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Sure, take my testimony for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The Chief of Police has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so he's going to testify, but we have to choose carefully what we want to press, or else he's going to stop everything.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
That's not an incident. Go! As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
So when Dark was arrested?
He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear cut.
The police chief has the right to refuse to testify, and I better him hard and fast. So hard and fast, huh? That means we gotta present something on a statement, I guess. So I guess we gotta say he had nothing. So you see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. I guess we gotta make sure that. I guess we gotta present something that proves that he probably did have something to do with the forgery. Of course, under no circumstances are we going to present this thing. We cannot present this yet. We are not presenting this yet. Under no circumstances can we present this yet. This is not happening. Nope. No presenting that. I feel like it's gonna be something that has not yet come up. It could be the screwdriver. It could be the screwdriver. I don't know. It might be the screwdriver. I don't know, but there was also the knife here, actually. It could be this. I'm gonna check the knife again. So I think we've already discovered everything we want to discover, actually, so that might be a waste of time. It could be the knife. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna press it first. Hold it! So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying.
cannot just add a lot I must have felt. Moving a body and hiding evidence is inexcusable no matter what the circumstances.
Is that how it really went down? Staring at the windows won't do it. Staring at the windows won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. Huh? If you're going to stare at anything, you're better off staring at the record. Worthy, always the smooth talker. But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence. But that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. So yeah, I think this. I'll actually hit this. I'm gonna press this first too. Actually, it's probably best I do that. How do you know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. So that means you found the body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier that it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes. Anyway. So, yeah, this should be the statement we have to present something on, but I don't know what to present. Ah! Okay, what evidence do we have from SL9 that would probably help us? We have this, which we cannot present yet. That is... This absolutely we cannot present yet. This... No, we cannot be prompted to present that yet. Hang on. Okay, so... Sam bag died. Knife tip was in the wound. The jar, I guess? Objection! Yes, okay. Objection! You claim it had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that's a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's the blue battery you showed us earlier. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? See, Chief Gant, these are articles of evidence uncovered in your office. Are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh, he was a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have to do anything like that? Why do I have to do anything like that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Is that right, Wrighto? Objection! However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured Dick will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. He'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office. And the relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Witness testimony, evidence, and forgery. Boom. Go. Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dork was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Research at the crime scene would help me out anyway. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so I won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Steve, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Dodgy. It returned, though. I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys What are these guys, telepathic? Okay, I'm gonna press more of these statements because I'm not sure where the contradiction is supposed to be. Okay, playing them out. Oh, well, we know we didn't do that because we have personal testimony on that. I'd appreciate if you stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? Oh, you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped. Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, get rude.
that was. If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later.
Later?
What are you talking about? What else? Talking about when Wright's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal.
Ugh. I never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. Can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. Can I raise an objection against that? I can't flip this back around anymore, so I can't check that. I can't present this. This is not... We cannot present this yet. We are not... He's gonna prompt us to present this later. Like, literally prompt us, and at that point, we can't present it. So, the second time we get prompted to present the cloth, then we'll present it. The jar? Is there anything new in the jar, actually, that might give us a hint? The bottom? The jar has no bottoms. The hole goes right through. I wonder if it's really a jar. Some kind of weird telescope. The dark red stains must be blood traces from the incident 2 years ago. Well, the fragment found in Chief Gant's office still has the lines remaining on it. I guess we got nothing. What else do we have? Let's see. Does this say anything about the evidence? No, it doesn't. It just says who was involved. When and how can I prove those pieces were discovered? Huh. Well, I guess I don't know. You know what? Maybe the picture? Nope, that's not it. That's not right. I don't think there were any points to the judge. It definitely did. Can't prove when those pieces were discovered. I should have pressed this first, actually. What do you mean by that?
This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery.
Objection! If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery...
I'm not through speaking yet, Righto. It depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dork was convicted, then they're worthless.
Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dork was sentenced.
Objection! Oh, wouldn't that be convenient?
Right? The chief is talking about a possibility. As long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know.
Come now, Righto. Think about it. There's no reason I participate in a forgery.
What did I say that? How can you look at me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent. Huh? Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's death and fortunate demise was this guy.
Well, how do you see? We raided the crime scene. Want to help me out anyway?
I'm gonna press that again. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this.
Oh? Wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police.
Oh!
Okay, so we pressed that, and that's the answer. The resolution of the SNI incident secured a promotion to Chief. That in itself is a sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one!
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SNI merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway.
Yeah!
Be careful when pointing that finger. You might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. Change your testimony. I'll be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
Okay, so then he changed his testimony. So then this should be the contradiction we have to show something on. So let's see what we got. I know I can't present profile. I probably can't present profiles. So let's see. Huh. Let's press it. Hold it. Nothing in it for you.
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
Right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, he would have helped. Would he have helped someone out? I don't know. Let's see. Was it point out accomplice, I guess? Sure you might not help anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're possibly determined to portray the chief as a nice man who lets people a hand.
That's not what I mean.
Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence? Take that! Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky? The defendant?
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. This guy fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. He would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana. And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the LC9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed Chief Prosecutor of the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all this?
He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you need to tell me, despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Oh wait! You must be puppet as his son forced to do his bidding. Never mind.
I love that. Like everyone was just silent, like thinking, like, how could that possibly have got this guy's mind went? Water break. Anyways, admit, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you can control her.
Right, oh my boy.
You have quite some imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana, she's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she testified against Gant.
I'm afraid about any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless, that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial, almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana to take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? 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 Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious! Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse Chief Police of blackmail and murder? It's impossible!
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edwards said in the easier to understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
There's no turning back for us now.
Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? The chief, a high-ranking officer, is involved in this murder.
Good question. good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant's just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. Alright then, let's see what Mr. Wright's got. It better be good. Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Lieutenant Goodman.
Okay, it should be the, I think this is gonna be the list here of IDs. Yeah, the 777777 is his, so, yeah.
Take that! This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
What? How do you know that?
The Safety Chief's Scans office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean...
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 777777. The same as the renaming ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you went to the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Steel music, and he's shaking his fist at us.
Wake up.
Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say?
Nothing. The defense judged my office was a violation of regulations. I will demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum extent of the law. Right now, this court demands explanation from you about the use of this ID card.
Yeah. Chief Gant, so you admit it. You went to the evidence room on the day of the crime.
What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you enter the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
Of course not. Why would he be?
I hadn't seen him in days.
Objection!
You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lawrence Sky's guilt.
Objection!
No, it isn't, Your Honor.
This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met with the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's gonna be the incident files, because, you know, it was gonna be transferred and stuff, so... I think this is it. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, wait. The Lost Diamond Report, right? Yeah, okay, Lost Diamond Report.
Take that!
Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filled out a Lost Diamond Report. Would have to give that report to the Chief of Police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to end the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh!
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly.
But wait! The Chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes. Now that you mention it, believe I might have done something of the sort. Objection! Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you hadn't really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on this body. No. Oh, that's quite the reaction from the guy.
Chief Gant, you did it!
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime for no one in the right mind. Would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. Objection! You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. Earlier, the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office's parking lot. How do you manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. Everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have the entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so the guy just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was useless. I thought it was just a useless clue, just taking up space.
How did Chief move the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. The screwdriver? Wait, is it? He said it was the one evidence that was never used at all before, and this could have been it. So like, I think, so yeah, no, this could be the evidence, because like I don't think we've used this at all yet. So yeah,
take that.
This is how you move Detective Goodman's body.
What's that? A screwdriver? What does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here? It's here because...
Ugh!
I was asked to go, by Chief Gant no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened.
The body was moved by that car. Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car?
Yes, unless of course you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transfer evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. He transferred the body to your accomplice, Mr. Lana Sky.
Order! What's going on here? There's no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations.
Think back to the photograph Mr. Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It's exactly the opposite. It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please, say something.
I believe your time's up.
My time's up? What?
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. I have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. Objection! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? The police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? But the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What? That's not a right to be casually invoked. Nor a sudden risk to be considered.
Objection! So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you say, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, you think I got Lana disposed of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Goodman and made this guy dispose of his body.
Do I have any concrete proof? Do I have any concrete proof? Anything that was not used. It can't be this. If it's... Hang on. I'm gonna say this, and if it turns me around, then okay, I'll have to present something. Because I don't think I have any... I don't think I have proof yet. I have no proof yet. There's no use in showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor, at present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Yoji? In that case, the court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble when you can't afford to lose, right, though. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, LG, I'll leave the rest to you. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. Okay, so that. Objection! Oh, whoa, turn it around! Lady Luck, I was so worried for a second that I actually messed it up. I think that was actually him prompting me to show the claw for a second there. That's actually... That might have been it. I don't know, though. We'll see. Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Adler, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. The lady who knows the truth, another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant, the folks' rights appears to testify. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions. Raised in this trial, someone right in this very room. Mr. Adler, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one who calling the witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. Defense calls forth. Okay, for purposes of time, I'm going to... Well, actually... No, actually, we'll keep going. The defendant, Miss Lorna Sky, she was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 24th. The task, to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with someone's orders. Mr. Edworth, the prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well. We will now take a small recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defense testimony. This court is now... Wait. Hold on. Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Alana. He's talking to Alana? I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there'll be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. This isn't good. Of course, you would never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. Got a lunch date to meet. Goodbye. Okay. If there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. Wow. Thanks. February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna end it here because we have 40 minutes. So that is it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll be back next time with more Phoenix Wright History. We're getting close to the end, so this is all for now. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.